Hello everyone, Scoonie007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 5-5 Atlanta Braves taking on the 3-8 Washington Nationals here at Nationals Park. This is game 2 of a 3-game series. The Nationals won the first game in the series. They're looking to go up 2 games, but the Braves, they're looking to see if they can tie the series up. And here is the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves. Leading off, the left fielder, the second baseman, Kelly Johnson. Batting second, the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. Batting third, the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Mark Teixeira. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Jeff Francoeur. Batting sixth, the catcher, Brian McCann. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Matt Diaz. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Mark Koste. And batting ninth, the pitcher, John Schmaltz. On the mound for the Nationals, it is John Land. Comes into the game with a 4.50 ERA. No wins, 1 loss, 6 innings pitched, allowed 9 hits, no strikeouts, and 2 walks. Nationals Park, -2 to strikeouts and a +2 to walks, nothing to home runs. And with that, Kelly Johnson steps up, takes a few practice swings, and here's the pitch. He's batting at .355. 2-6 possible error on a throw. 2-2, fly ball out there to Kearns. For out number 1, let's take a look at the defense for the Washington Nationals. Harris is out there in left field, Millage at center, Kearns at right. Going around the horn, Zimmerman on third, Guzman at short, Lopez on second. Johnson's at first, behind the plate is Loduca, and on the mound is Lon. Escobar batting at .341. 1-2 strikeout. That's a 3. The 13 is too high. 1-5, and that's going to be a double star 1. That's going to be a ground ball to Lopez, who quickly gets that and tosses it over to Johnson for out number 2. Chipper Jones batting at .286. 1-6 strikeout, 4. That's a 4. Struck him out. So it's a 3-up, 3-down inning as the Braves go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the Washington Nationals. Leading off, the shortstop, Christian Guzman. Batting second, the center fielder, Leston Millage. Batting third, the third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Nick Johnson. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Austin Kearns. Batting sixth, the catcher, Paul Loduca. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Felipe Lopez. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Willie Harris. And batting ninth, the pitcher, John Land. On the mound for the Braves, it is John Schmaltz. Comes into the game with a 6.0 ERA. No wins, no losses. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 4 walks. And here is the pitch to Christian Guzman. 2-2 strikeout plus. On a strikeout plus, we add 10. Plus the factor of the ballpark, so it's a -2, we add 8. That's a 15. The 19 is too high. 3-2, and that's going to be a double star 2, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Koste. Out number 1. Last thing's Millage. Before we get to him, let's take a look at the defense for the Atlanta Braves. Out there in left field, it's Diaz. Koste is in center Francoeur at right, going around the horn. Chipper Jones is on third. Escobar at short. Johnson on second. Teixeira on first. McCann is behind the plate, and Smoltz is on the mound. Besting Millage batting a 220. The pitch. 3-1, walk, 11, that's a 7, and that's going to be a walk. So with that, as Millage will trot on down to first, strategy rolls a 17, Zimmerman due up. Zimmerman batting a 318, strategy rolls a 17, nothing on the strat. 3-6, strike, 8, that's a 6, struck him out. So 1 away, 2 away. Nick Johnson 0 for 1, strategy rolls a 5. And that is going to be 4-3, strikeout plus 18. That's a 15. Struck him out. And no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Nationals. After 1, we're tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. It's Mark Teixeira, Jeff Francoeur, and Brian McCann due up for the Braves. Teixeira batting a 294. 3-5, strikeout, 5-15, too high. 4-6, power hit to Cards. That's going to be a 4, and that's going to be a single. As Teixeira will lead off with a base hit. Strategy rolls a 14, infield at double play depth. Frank Jeff up. He's batting a 279. 6-1 range play. 4-6, and that's going to be a fly ball out then a Millage. Millage's range is on a 1-2. That's a 5. That's going to be a base hit. And Millage can't get to it in time, and with that, Francoeur will go to first. Teixeira to second. Teixeira will get the hold sign, and we now have runners on first and second. All right, strategy rolls a 12. Brian McCann up. He's batting a 364. Strategy roll 12. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-6. 1-6 is a strike. 3, that's a 7. Too high. 6-5. And that's going to be a pop-up to Lopez for out number 1. Matt Diaz batting a 300. Strategy roll 10. Braves holding off. 2-4. Double question mark. Double star on a 1-17. That's a 14. And that's going to be a ground ball to Zimmerman. They're going to go for the force. They are. They're going to go for the force. So Teixeira will get forced out. Francoeur will go to second. And Diaz is on at first. Strategy roll 2, Mark Coste batting a 250. Runners on first and second. 1-2, strikeout, that's a 2. 13, too high. 1-3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Lopez. And that retires the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. And 2 left on for the Braves. We go to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Austin Kearns, Paul LaDuca, and Felipe Lopez due up for the Nationals. Austin Kearns batting an 098. 3-6, strike 8. 16, too high. 3-3, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Francoeur. Out number 1. Paul LaDuca batting a 107. 2-3. Possible error on a throw. 4-2, and that's going to be a ground ball to Teixeira. No error there. Teixeira's error rating is in a 1-3. That is an 8. And 2 away. Felipe Lopez batting a 192. 2 away, nobody on. 6-4. Range play at National Park. 1-4. It's a base hit to Coste. Coste's range is a 1. That's a 2. That's going to be a base hit. And he can't get to it in time as it plops down behind him. He'll get it, throw it over, and hold Lopez at first. Steal attempt for Lopez. That's going to be an 11 or bet 11. A 1 to an 11 will be a steal, and that is an 8, as Lopez was still second. Willie Harris up. He's betting a 400. And then it's going to be 3-4 at the ballpark. 1-6, and that's a fly ball out there to Jeff, who will make the catch. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 2, we're tied at 0. We go to the top of the third. It's John Schmaltz, Kelly Johnson, and Yono Escobar due up for the Braves. John Schmaltz, the pitcher, they are going to leave him in to take the hit here. And that's going to be 1-4, range play. Schmaltz. It's a range play at the ballpark, 3-5. Fly ball out to Millage. Millage's range is in a 1-2. That's a 2. That would have been a double, and he'll make the catch. And 1 away. Top of the order, Kelly Johnson, 0 for 1. 4-1 strikeout, 6. The 15 is too high. 2-4, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Kearns. And that is out number 2. Yono Escobar, 0 for 1. 2 away, nobody on. 6-6 at the ballpark. 3-6, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Millage. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's 3 up, 3 down as the Nationals retire the Braves in order. We go to the bottom of the third. It's John Land, Christian Guzman, and Lestings Millage due up for the Nationals. Here's the pitch to John Land. 3-6-3, strikeout, 26, that's a 2. Struck him out. Top of the order, Christian Guzman, 0 for 1. 4-3, strikeout plus 15, that's a 5. Struck him out looking. Lestings Millage with a walk last time up. 3-5, walk 11, 12 too high. 1-1, ground ball to Escobar. And no runs, no hits, no errors. As the Braves retire the Nationals in order. It's a 3 up, 3 down inning. After 3, we have nothing in like it. We go to the top of the fourth. It's Chipper Jones, Mark Teixeira, and Jeff Francoeur due up. Jones, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 5-3, strikeout 4, 13 too high. 4-2, and that's going to be a base hit for Chipper Jones, as he'll lead off with a single. Mark Teixeira so far has played in 11 games, had 35 at-bats, 9 runs, 13 RBIs, 3 home runs, no stolen bases yet. He's a little bit above his average so far in the replay than he finished in the actual season. Mark Teixeira, 1 for 1, infield at double play depth. 3-3 blank. 5-5, fly ball out there to Kearns, and 1 away. Infield still staying at double play depth as Jeff Francoeur comes up. Strategy roll 7. Francoeur is 1 for 1. 5-1, strike 9-16, too high. By the way, strategy roll was a 7. Braves were holding off. 4-3, ground ball to Johnson. And that's going to be a double play. Now, the reason how we get the double play rating is this. We take the batter's ground double play, the GDP, which is a 3. We'll add any of the rating to that from the pitcher card, plus the double play pivot of the bat, of where the position must hit. So in this case, it's a G3 to Guzman, and that'll be to the shortstop on that. So we get a base running of a 3, and that's where we get the double play. Now we take that rating, we'll roll the die, and if the die roll is equal to or less than the double play rating, it becomes a double play. If the roll is higher, then the runner on first is forced out. If we roll a 6, it'll be the Jones would advance to second, and the only out would have been at first. So it's a double play on that end, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Ryan Zimmerman, Nick Johnson, Austin Kearns due up for the Nationals. Zimmerman, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 4-6, strike 8-19, too high. 3-2, base hit, pass Coste. And Zimmerman is on with a base hit. All right, Nick Johnson, infield at double play depth, strategy roll 12. Nationals holding off. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 5-2, wild pitch. 18, too high on a 1-2. It would have been a passed ball. 1-4, that's a double pass, Jeff. Now, with this, we have a 6. The lead runner will advance, however, that's a 0. So if it's less than 1, the base runner will hold. Base run is a 0. Nothing happens there. So with runners now on second and third, the Nationals have a runner in scoring position. Austin Kearns will come up. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll 19, infield at normal depth, 3-1. Walk, 14, that's a 7. And that loads the bases. So with the bases loaded, next comes up is Paul Lo Duca. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 10. 2-5, strike 2, 16, too high. 6-6, ground ball to Johnson. Are they going to go for the double play? No, they're not. So with that, Zimmerman will score. So with that, on a sacrifice play by Paul Lo Duca, on a hit to Johnson by Paul LaDuca. That's going to score Zimmerman, and that breaks the deadlock. One away. That breaks up the pitching duel that we've had through 3. Go to the bottom of the... We have runners on second and third. Strategy rolls in 9. Felipe Lopez up. He's 1 for 1, 2, 3. Possible error on a throw. 3, 5. Ground ball to Johnson. Error rating for Johnson is on a 1 to 6. That's a 16. There's no error there. And are they going to try to score? No, they're not. So the out is at first. And what I'm doing to decide that is I'm just rolling a simple die on the side here. If it lands on even, it's a no. If it lands on odd, it's a yes. Strategy roll is a 6, so 2 outs with a runner on second and third. Willie Harris, 0 for 1. 6-6 blank. (5-1) ground ball to Escobar, and that retires the side. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. After 4, Nationals 1, Braves nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. Brian McCann, Matt Diaz, Mark Coste due up. And here's the pitch to Brian McCann. 6-4 blank. 3-3, and that's going to be a base hit. So base hit Matt Diaz is up. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll 16. 6-1 range play. 1-5 ground ball to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's range is on a 1 to 2. That's a 2. He'll make the catch. And that's a double play. A 4-6-3 double play. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Mark Coste. Coste is 0 for 1 on the day. 4-6 blank. 5-6 ground ball to Johnson. And that's out number 3. That retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. John Lane, Christian Guzman, Weston Millage due up for the Nationals. John Lane is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 5-5 range play. 6-4 strikeout. And he struck him out. Christian Guzman is 0 for 2, top of the order, with a strikeout. 5-1 walk, 6-13, too high. 3-1 power hit Coste on a 15. That's going to be a fly ball. And he'll go under it. He'll go back to the wall and make the catch on that hit. Lasting Millage is up 2 away. Millage 0 for 1 with a walk. 2-3. Possible error on a throw. 5-6. Ground ball to Jones. Error rating for Jones is an 8. That is an 11. No error there. And as the Braves retire the Nationals in order, no runs, no hits, no errors. After 5, it's Nationals 1, Braves nothing. We go to the top of the 6th. It's John Smoltz, Kelly Johnson, and Yunel Escobar due up for the Braves. John Smoltz is 0 for 1, the pitch. 6-4. Double star, ground ball to Jones. Out number 1. Top of the order, Kelly Johnson, 0 for 2. 6-4. Blank. 3-4. And that's going to be a line drive to Lopez. He'll make a diving catch for the out. And that is out number 2. Yuno Escobar is 0 for 2. 1-6 strike. 3, that's a 6. The 6 is too high. 4-5, double star 4. And that's a ground ball to Johnson. So the Braves go down in order as the Nationals make quick work of that top half of the 6th. It's no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Ryan Zimmerman, Nick Johnson, Austin Kearns due up for the Nationals. Ryan Zimmerman is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a run. 4-6 strike. 8-14 too high. 5-5, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Coste. That is out number 1. Nick Johnson, 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. 3-1 walk. 26, that's a 6. That's going to be a walk. So runner on first, Austin Kearns is 0 for 1 with a walk. 2-1 strikeout plus 18, that's an 11. Struck him out. 2 away, and with that, John Smoltz is now tired. They're going to leave him in. Action, however, in the Braves bullpen. Paul Lo Duca is 0 for 2 with an RBI. Strategy rolls a 12. Nationals holding off. 3-3 strikes 2-6 too high. 1-1 fly ball out there to right field, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the top of the 7th. After 6, Nationals 1, Braves nothing. Top of the 7th, Chipper Jones, Mark Teixeira, and Jeff Francoeur due up for the Braves. John Land can face 5 more batters. Jones is 1 for 2 with a strikeout. 5-1 strike 4, 18 too high. 6-4, and that's a base hit. So Jones is on with a base hit. Infield going to double play depth. Mark Teixeira up. Teixeira's 1 for 2. Strategy roll 18. Braves holding off 2-6. Possible error on a throw. 1-5 ground ball to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's range is a 20. There's a 1-7. That's a 20. No error there. And that's a double play. As he'll get him out. Jones is out at second. Teixeira out at first. It's a 5-4-6 double play on that. Jeff Francoeur is up. He's 1 for 2. 2-2, possible error on a ground ball. He's 1 for 2 today. 1-2, ground ball to Guzman. And that is an error. Guzman's error rating is a 1-9. That is a 1. And it's a 1-base error as he boots the ball. Strategy roll 9. Braves holding off. Brian McCann up. He's 1 for 2. 2-6, possible error on a throw. 6-1, double star 3. And that's going to be a ground ball to Zimmerman. Guzman's range is on a 1 to 9. That's a 2. No error there. It's going to be a throwing error, sorry. It's a 2-base error. And that puts runners now on second and third with runners in scoring position. So the Nationals committing 2 errors right now in the top of the 7th. And on 2 errors by Guzman. Matt Diaz is 0 for 2. Strategy roll 9. 3-6. Double star, and that's going to be a fly ball out to the millage. And Singh, take me out to the ball game. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 left on for the Braves. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Felipe Lopez, Willie Harris, and John Land due up. John Smoltz, done. So we have a switch left. So they're going to bring in Mike Gonzalez. That's his card. Gonzalez, 2 saves, 2 innings pitched, allowed 3 strikeouts. Taking a look at the stats here for John Smoltz. He went 6 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, an ERA of a 3.75. Felipe Lopez, Willie Harris, and John Land due up for the Nationals. Let's take a look at the box score after 6.5 innings of play. Nationals scoring the only run of the game in the 4th inning. 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors. Atlanta, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. And here's the pitch to Felipe Lopez. 1-4, walk plus 18, that's a 2. Remember, we had 10 plus whatever the ballpark factor is. So in this case, we're adding 12 to that. And that's going to be a walk for Felipe Lopez. Willie Harris is 0 for 2. Strategy rolls a 16. 6-5, that's going to be a walk. 14, that's a 1. And that's now runners on first and second. John Land not taking the hit here. They're going to bring in Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone batting a .333 average. He's played in 6 games, 6 at-bats, 2 runs, 4 RBIs, 1 home run. We have a steal attempt. And that's a 15. And Lopez gets caught stealing. So 1 away. And that's going to move the infield to double play depth. 5-2, question mark, double star on a 1 to 14. That is an 11, and that's going to be a fly ball to Francoeur. 2 away. Still attempt again. That's a 9. The steal base rating goes up to 20 because we add +2. And that is a safe. Top of the order, Christian Guzman. Guzman is 0 for 3, 5-6, strikeout plus 11. That's a 3. Struck him out. And he struck him out looking too. So we go to the Nationals bullpen, top of the 8th. And we've got left-handed. I think they're going to bring in... They're going to bring in Mike Hinckley. Let's take a look at his card. That's Hinckley's card right there. Mike Hinckley pitched only 2/3 of an inning. So we'll see how he does here. Taking a look at the stats for John Land, he went 7 innings, allowed 5 hits, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 2.08. Mark Coste, Mike Gonzalez, and Kelly Johnson due up for the Braves. It's no runs, no hits, no errors for the Nationals. After 7, Nationals 1, Braves nothing. Mike Hinckley, here's the pitch. 5-2, hit by pitch. 10, 19, too high. 5-1, power hit to Harris. On an 11, that's going to be a double. And he'll lead that off with a double. Ruben Gote will come in and pinch hit for Mike Gonzalez. Strategy roll 8, infield at normal depth. 6-1, double star, fly ball out there to Kearns. And that is an out, and Coste will go to third. Strategy rolls a 10, we go to the top of the order, Kelly Johnson. 6-5, wild pitch, 19-0. 5-5, double star 1, fly ball out there to Harris. And that is a sacrifice fly. And that's a tie game. The Braves tie the game up in the 8th inning. All right, Escobar is up. Escobar, 0 for 3, the pitch. 5-1, possible error on a ground ball. 4-4, fly ball out there to Millage. And that will retire the side, no runs. 1 run, no, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Lasting Millage, Ryan Zimmerman, Nick Johnson due up for the Nationals. So, Julian Travelas will come in. That's his card. Travelas will come into the game with a 4.50 ERA, 1 loss. 2 innings pitched, allowed 3 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here. For Mike Gonzalez, who went 1 inning, allowed 2 walks, 1 strikeout, no ERA. All right, here's the pitch. Lasting Millage is 0 for 2 with a walk. 1-5, strike 7, 12, too high. 5-4, double stars 6, and that's going to be a fly ball out to the coast day. Out number 1. Ryan Zimmerman is 1 for 3. 5-1, strike 8, 20, too high. 5-3, ground ball to Jones, and that's out number 2. Nick Johnson, 1 for 2 with a double. 5-4, wild pitch. It's a foul ball. 1-5, strike 8-6, too high. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the top of the 9th. After 8, we're tied at 1. We go to the top of the 9th. Chipper Jones, Mark Teixeira, Jeff Francoeur due up. Mike Hinckley done. We have a switch, and a right. They're going to bring in Saul Rivera. To pitch, Saul Rivera coming into the game with a 6.67. No wins, 2 losses, 2 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Pitch to Chipper Jones. They are going to make some changes here to the lineup. Nick Johnson coming out. Ronnie Bellard will take over at first. Pete Orr will be at third. And that's it. No double switch there. So that is the change that they are going to make to their defense. Chipper Jones is 2 for 3. 1-4, possible error. 3-2, that's going to be a double past Harris. Error rating for Harris is a 0. That is an 11. And that is a double for Chipper Jones. Jones not taking the run. They're going to bring in Jorge Blanco to pinch run for Chipper Jones. Mark Teixeira up. Teixeira 1 for 3. Strategy rolls a 15. 1-5, strike 7, that's a 3. Struck him out. Jeff Francoeur, 1 for 3. Strategy roll at 18. Braves holding off. 1-3, strike 7, 15, too high. 5-3, double to Harris. And the Braves have a 1-run lead here in the top of the 9th. Before we go on, let's take a look at the box score of the game so far. In the 8th inning, Atlanta tying the game up with that run 1, so it was 1 run. And Washington still had, well, they got 2 hits here, so it was 1 run on 6 hits. No error. And the Nationals 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors. Pickoff attempt, it's a balk on a 1-6, 8 too high. 2-6 range play. 1-5 double. Ground ball to Orr. Orr's range is in a 1-3. That is a 3. He'll make the catch. And he'll make the catch, and Jeff Francoeur will tag up at third. So with a runner on third, Matt Diaz, 0 for 3, the pitch. 2-1 possible error. 4-6 ground ball to Zimmerman. Error range for Zimmerman is a 1 to 7. The 11 too high. No error there. He'll make the catch. And the out. So with that over at third base, Martin Pardo will take over at third. Coste at right in center field will come out for Josh Anderson. And that is the only change they are making to their lineup. Pardo will now play at third. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Can the Nationals find some ninth inning magic? Austin Kearns. One not taking the hit here. And they're going to bring in Willie Holman. To pitch for the save. He's pitched 1 2/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Here's the pitch to Austin Kearns. Taking a look at the stats here for Juan Travis. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, an ERA of a 3.0. Kearns taking the hit, 2-4. Hit by pitch, 11, 19, too high. 5-1, double star 4, ground ball to Escobar. Out number 1. Paul LaDuca, 0 for 3. LaDuca they're not letting LaDuca take the hit here. Anderson Hernandez will come in to pinch hit. He's batting a .667 so far on the season. 3 games, 3 at-bats. .25, question mark, single and a 1 to 9, 17 too high. 4-5. And that's going to be a single. As Hernandez will get on, and they're not going to let Hernandez take the run. They're going to bring in the pinch run here, the switch hitter, Emilio Bonifacio. Will pinch run. Pete Orr, batting a .333, strategy roll is an 8. Infield normal depth, 1-4, strike, 10, 11 too high. 1-3, line drive to Oldman, to the pitcher. Runners doubled up. It's a double play, and that's the game. As the Braves will defeat the Nationals 2-1. Final line score coming right up. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. What a game! Nationals holding it all the way down to the 8th, where Atlanta came through to tie it, and they take the winning run in the top of the 9th. 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors for the Braves. Nationals, 1 run on 4 hits, 2 errors. Juan Travis will pick up his first win. Saul Rivera will pick up the 3rd loss. Willie Ullman will pick up his first save. Let's take a look here. Juan Travis, 1 inning, allowed 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 3.0. Saul, 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 strike, an ERA of a 7.30. Will Holman gets the save. He'll go 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, no ERA. So with that, the Braves tie the series up at 1. Atlanta will go to 6-5. The Nationals drop to 3-9. And that's going to do it for us here at Nationals Park. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way out through the turnstile as you catch the Metro back home. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams. Until then, I'm Scooney007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.